I'm going to explain to you how you convert leads from Facebook. The biggest complaint that we see made is that generating leads on Facebook can be easy, but generating high quality leads that actually convert into sales is significantly more difficult. And the reason for that, we're going to go through in this video. I'm going to explain exactly how you need to treat leads from Facebook slightly differently as you will with other leads that come into your business. Because if you treat Facebook leads like you treat a website lead or a Google Ads lead, then you're unlikely to get a good conversion rate. I'm going to explain to you why and some simple tips for what you need to do to start bringing in the sales. So first we need to consider why Facebook leads are actually different and why they need treating differently to leads from the website and Google. So for that I'm going to refer to the larger market formula, right? So the thing is with Google Ads and website leads and leads from referral and recommendation is that they are working with people who are ready to buy. These people, they know what their problem is, they know what the solution is, they've done their research and they've still come into you. Right, so these people are always going to be easier to convert, and generally it's going to be pricing objections that you're coming up against when you're going to work with somebody who's come in through Google or SEO or referral and recommendation. With Facebook, it's completely different because it's disruptive marketing, and we're working with people at these earlier stages of the buying journey because people are going to be sitting on their sofa in the evening, they're going to be doom scrolling before bed, or they're going to be on their lunch break at work, and we're disrupting what they want to do, which is look at their Facebook feed to see videos and pictures and just to be entertained. So we're jumping in front of them with our business, our offering, our service, and we're saying leave your details as a lead. So when we start to work with people, the biggest mistake that I see businesses make is they're just going straight for the kill and they're presuming that these people are ready to buy. So the biggest thing, the biggest bit of advice, the one thing that I need you to remember with converting leads from Facebook is to call them within an hour if you can. So the big mistake that a lot of people make with converting leads from Facebook is that the lead comes in and then they call them 3 days later and the lead will answer the phone and they'll say, I don't remember submitting myself as a lead, right? This is generally because people are using these high volume forms on Facebook where it's so easy, your information gets automatically populated into the form, you click submit, that's it, you submitted as a lead. That's a very easy to forget thing that you've done. And businesses encounter and get frustrated by that all the time. But if you call someone within an hour of them submitting themselves as a lead, just with a little 5-minute telephone call that says, hello Mr. Smith, it's Jamie here from Lilac James. Just to let you know, we've got your lead, and then what you do is you secure the next step, which could be something like, you're going to get some emails from us and I'm going to send you a little bit of information, and it'd be great if we could arrange a time to go over everything in the next couple of days. When's good for you? So you secure a commitment to that next step then and there. So how do you get your sales team, or you, if you're the business owner, in a position where you can actually call these people within an hour, because you're not going to be just sitting there living on the Facebook system waiting for these leads to drop in? Well, the way that you do that is through your CRM, and there's a bit of software called Zapier which is very good. CRMs also do it as well, and you can set up autoresponders so that when the lead comes in from Facebook, it's automatically squirted through to your CRM. Your CRM can then set off the email sequences so you can immediately start emailing these people, and you can set an automation so that you or your sales team can get a text message which lets you know instantly when a lead has dropped in. You can then call them almost straight away. The sooner you can do it, the better, but preferably no later than an hour, and definitely, I wouldn't even bother if I was doing it later than a day. If 24 hours have passed before you're calling these people, your chances of actually getting a positive phone call where they move forward with you just decrease the longer you leave it to go on. So get this stuff systemized and automated within your business, and you will, I guarantee it, see your results improve. So when you're calling all these leads, what you don't want them to do is start wasting all your time spending ages on the phone. But the first thing that we need to do in that sales call, like I said, yes, we need to secure that next stage, but before that, we just need to qualify these people so that when we're calling them, if you're generating 100 leads a day or maybe even 10 leads a day, it can be a lot of work if you're spending 30 minutes on the phone every single time to find that your conversion rate sort of has a real heavy attrition down the line because people, whatever, can't afford your services, aren't the right type of individual. They're not the decision maker. This is some of the problems. So there's a simple acronym that I'm gonna ask you guys to use when you're qualifying your leads, and that is BANT. Budget, authority, need, and time. So the first one is budget. Can they afford you? The best way to determine whether somebody can afford you is just to let them know, just to ask them, so our prices start from £500 a month. How do you feel about that? Oh yeah, okay, that's no problem. So if that is no problem, from your prices, you know that you're generally in the sort of ballpark and that you have a good prospect of being able to go forward and work with this person. If you say our prices start from £500 a month and they wince and they divert and things, you know that they're not for you, and you can cut the conversation really, really early. Say, okay, well look, I'll leave you on a subscriber list, I'll send you some information. One day your business might be in a position where we can work together, but for the time being, wish you all the best and see you later. You've saved a lot of time. You can move on to the next one where you can invest even more time and they might be in a position. There's other ways you can get to the bottom of the budget conversation, because you can ask questions about their business. So how many sales are you making every single month, and what's your average profit per sale? And you can do calculations in your head to realize if a business is turning over these sorts of volumes in terms of sales, then they should be able to afford your general service offering. Naturally, that's a B2B sense. There will be other things that you can discuss in a B2C sense if you're selling direct to the consumer. The second one is authority. So who actually makes the buying decision? Are you speaking to the right person? Are you speaking to the marketing manager? Does the marketing manager have authority to make decisions on behalf of the business? Are you speaking to the husband, but actually the wife really needs to be around the table as well, or vice versa? You have to make sure that you have the right people in the room who can actually make the decision to make the purchase. Need. Do they actually need your services? Are they in the right space for it? So if you're developing leads for a DIY company and you might be looking at roofing, well, do they have a thatched roof where you only do tiled roof? Do they do tiled roof? Do they have a tiled roof but you only do flat roofs? Do they actually have that fundamental need for your service? And then finally, time. What sort of time scales are they looking at sort of moving this on? Is it an urgent need that they need fixing right now? Because that would determine the level of investment you want to put into that individual. Or is it something they're looking at doing in 18 months, right? So that will determine exactly how much time, effort, and energy you want to apply to that lead and the sales strategy that you will apply. So get them qualified, and once you've got them qualified, if they're the right fit for you and your business and your services or products, then we need to secure the next step, like I explained earlier. So this next bit is absolutely vital for converting leads from Facebook ads, and that's your people who are running your Facebook ads need consistent feedback. For the clients that we've got at Lilac James who are running lead campaigns on Facebook successfully, one of the main differentiating factors is they're always feeding back to us around lead quality, because that then allows your ads team to adjust audience targeting, to adjust the qualification questions that are on your form, to adjust the landing page. Are you going to a landing page? Are you doing a rich creative form? Are you doing a high volume form? It just allows them to continually tweak to improve the percentage of good leads to bad leads. We try and work with a lot of our clients at 50% good lead ratio. So once they have the qualification phone calls, if 50% of them are good and the right type of person, we know on Facebook that that's doing a good job. An example would be a photography business we're working with, a Joanna Elizabeth Photography. They're after a very specific type of woman to go forward and do their photographic shoots, and they get a lot of people who are applying for leads but aren't necessarily the right type of individual. So what we have to do is continually experiment with audience targeting, looking at lookalike audiences, looking at retargeting audiences, the geographic boundaries that we're targeting in, but we can only experiment with this stuff because the photography company give us such great feedback loops, and we have these key performance indicators that we're working to. So your sales team has to be aligned with your Facebook ads team so you can continually work on improving your metrics. So this next one is relevant to all sales, but this is around nurture sequences. So some of the businesses we work with with lead generation, they might generate a lead on day one, but it might be 18 months, 2 years later that they physically transact with these people. So the Football Fun Factory, a franchise business we work with, that really frequently happens with them. The bigger commitment a person or a business needs to take with you, generally speaking, the longer the nurture time is going to have to be. And email sequences are a fantastic way of doing that. So like I said, you can squirt that lead straight into your CRM and you should at least be having 12 months worth of emails that you can consistently send these people that are high quality, that are relevant, that are valuable. Because if your open rate on average is going to be around 20% for emails, a smaller percentage of those will actually read right to the bottom. So you've got to be sending out a lot of emails to increase your chances of people actually engaging with the brand. That absolutely needs to happen over time, as well as your organic social media strategy that can continue to work with and nurture these people, and then your Facebook ads can then retarget people who are engaging with emails and do all sorts of clever stuff to bring people back into the lead system. It's not uncommon with the home improvement businesses, with Football Fun Factory, with Joanna Elizabeth Photography, that people submit themselves as a lead and then again they'll submit themselves 4 months later. So the conversation in month 1, lead submission 1, goes nowhere, but then they'll submit themselves 4 months later, 10 months later, 18 months later. You need to be continually working to nurture these people because, like I said, with that larger market formula, they might be problem aware, they might be in information gathering mode, but they just might not be ready to transact. If you want to target that top 3% of people that are ready to transact, Facebook will work and you will acquire those people, but Google's where you're going to acquire them even better and even cheaper. So if you want more information on this subject, I spent over an hour with an international sales expert asking him specifically how best to convert leads from Facebook ads. It's all on a video that's on the channel. We'll link it above in a card somewhere. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more great content on Facebook ads from an agency actively doing this stuff every day, unlike most of the other YouTubers out there. We'll see you next time.